Blue Ridge School is grateful to its alumni for many reasons, and our school is particularly proud of the qualities of leadership and strong personal character that many of our graduates embody. In celebration of these traits, we've created the Hall of Leaders, which honors a special few who have led lives of exceptional achievement and service. We believe the greatest among us have made a positive impact in all aspects of their lives, professions, and communities, not just here on campus. The Hall of Leaders is thus intended to be a powerful answer to the question, what types of young men graduate from Blue Ridge School? It is our hope that, for decades to come, a prospective family can visit the Hall, see a brief video like this one, and know exactly the kind of school we are.
He wanted to work on his PhD, I believe, and he came to Blue Ridge to live on campus while he was getting his degree from the university. And while he was here, he had a chance to be an assistant coach with Bill Davis, who was the head basketball coach at the time. And in 1986, they took the basketball team to the first state championship at Blue Ridge School in '86, and Ed was on the bench with Bill, but he was always in the background. He was just a good assistant coach. It was that kind of guy that he wanted to help out, but also wanted to stay in the background. We went through a transition of headmasters at one time, and school's enrollment got down to like 122, which is really low for Blue Ridge School, and people were concerned about the future of the school and everything, and they interviewed several candidates for the job. It was a crucial time in Blue Ridge history. With his background and his knowledge, the school decided Ed would be the perfect fit for the school. And he eventually brought the school back. I mean, it really was down. The reason why is because of his character, his leadership. He was a people person. He had close contact with the boys, and Ed always had an open door policy for the faculty. If they had a problem or they had a sense of something was not right, they didn't hesitate knocking on his door and coming in and talk to him one-on-one. It was a good thing. So he always had this philosophy that try to let things come to everybody on their own terms, and he would just check in, see if they needed help or any assistance. I came in as athletic director just as he was coming in as the new headmaster, and I think you would think because of his knowledge at the collegiate level that he would be kind of iron fisted me, but he never did. He let me make my own mistakes and help me out. That was a good time for me to be under his tutorship. It was just a good time for the school. And we made a comeback that year. We kept all our sports going, all our academics were thriving. Even though the enrollment was down, Ed was able to keep it all together. I think he would classify himself as a leader in a real positive sort of way. He just always had a smile on his face. I never saw him down. He was always upbeat. And this is a funny story. We won our first state championship when he was in football in 1994. I was the defensive coordinator on the football team, and we had a great season, and it came down to the state championship game held at Blue Ridge School with LCA out of Lynchburg. And fortunately, the whole student body happened to be still on campus, and so we had the student body in the stands. We had 4 buses of students from Lynchburg Christian Academy come up for the state championship game. We had a lot of Greene County folk here that was interested in Blue Ridge School football because we were having a great year. And we never won a state football championship in my tenure here. And so it was a special time, and it went down to the last 16 seconds. And we punched it in the end zone and won by 2 points for the state championship. And the student body just mobbed the field. I mean, it was just a chaotic scene because, you know, they were so thrilled to win the state championship. And the student body all climbed this goalpost. And I said to Ed, I turned to him, he was standing right beside of me, you want me to try to get those guys off and save the goalpost and everything? And Ed turned and looked at me and said, nope, let them take them on down. It's their time to have the good time to celebrate this state championship. And that's the time I remember Ed giving me good advice. Like I say, again, we were very fortunate to have Ed McFarlane here. Ed had a big heart. He just enjoyed life. He just knew how to handle situations without getting panicky about it. Always even-keeled. And I think Ed was just the perfect fit at the time when we needed him.
I never really considered myself as a leader. I consider myself more as a person trying to get people to move in the same direction. I've always felt that I'm just one person. One person can't do but so much. But if I can get the right number of people on the bus and get those people in the right seats or positions that they're going to fill, and I can get everybody rowing in the same direction, you can accomplish so much more in life. You have to get them to buy into what you're trying to do or sell. And you have people all walks of life, male, female, different educational levels. You have to let them know what your vision is. And then you have to seek input, I think, as to how do we accomplish this. They have to buy into it. If they buy into it, they're taking ownership of it. And if they're taking ownership of it, they generally don't want to fail. We were struggling. Our revenue is tuition. Always has been and still is. And you can't raise tuition enough to where it's affordable to support a school or any nonprofit, really. Endowment money is the backbone of the continuing education process, I think, in this country, be it a boarding school, be it a university. We had just a tad short of $900,000 in the endowment. And we couldn't afford to lose a penny. So it couldn't have been invested any more conservatively than what the school was doing. We received a nice gift of $3 million sometime after I'd been on the board. And it was from a foundation, and the money was for middle-class people, middle-class families. And so that really was the backbone that started our foundation off. And when I left, I think the endowment was $17 to $20 million. We didn't have to invest it as conservatively as we did. I can never give back to Blue Ridge School what Blue Ridge School gave me. Blue Ridge School changed my life. My parents were not wealthy. It was a struggle, financial struggle, for my parents to send me to Blue Ridge. All I'd ever known in school was pretty much failure. So my foundation started off pretty sad shape. And if you don't have a strong foundation, you're not going to get into college. And if you do get into a college, you're going to struggle. That's why I've always believed in high school education, because that's a big step from elementary school and into having the grades, the organizational skills, time management skills to be successful in college and in your career.